I'm gonna buy me some notes for a passive income. Again, I've been collecting notes, Gala, Miria, Delicium, etc. And there's a new note sale that I'm also interested in, so I'm gonna buy it on cam, and I would like to review the project as we go over it, because the project has just released and they're doing pretty well. So let's not waste any time. Let's dive right into that. In the meantime, you can like the video, would help me a lot. It's a small effort for you, I would appreciate it. If you're new, subscribe to the channel, turn the bell notification on. There is a Patreon link down below, as always, for exclusive deals and content, etc. And before we dive into the notes, you want to know why you want to get a passive income in crypto. Because the market is freaking bullish. Bitcoin is sitting at $52,000 at the moment of recording, and it went as high as $52,700. And with all the money from the ETFs coming into the market right now, there is a lot of buying pressure. And at a certain point, this money that made Bitcoin go up like this will rotate back into altcoins. And people feel like, man, we made some decent gains on Bitcoin, but now it's time to, shift it and make really a lot of money by putting it in these smaller caps. And then you want to look for a certain niche that you think is interesting. Now, I'm going to explain why I think that this niche that I'm going to buy this note of, why that is interesting to me. But first, really quick, like I said, Bitcoin is just mooning, and as you can see, the Bitcoin dominance is kind of going up with that as well, right? So money is not really shifting into altcoins yet. Yeah, if you take it over the smaller time frame, you can see that the Bitcoin dominance tried to break out of this falling wedge basically, but it got back in it. But still, it is quite high, so it means the money is not really coming into altcoins yet. And then it's good to have a passive income, because if you buy a note once, you just get these coins daily, right? And you get so much more benefits for notes as well, with a lot of platforms at least, and with this one also. So therefore, it's just good to have money coming in, so you are always liquid in the bull market. That's basically what you want to do. So you sit back, relax, and make money on a daily basis. The altcoin market at the moment, if we put it on the weekly time frame, still ranging basically between this red and green box, if you will. And we are now in the red one. So yeah, I mean, we are more sitting at resistance than at support. If we do get back down here, see it as a buying opportunity, okay? Don't be scared, see it as a buying opportunity, because the market is bullish. Now, if we break out of this, yeah, I hope you are prepared, because of course, the market could dip in the meantime, but I must say that things are looking quite bullish right now. Now, I want to get in this one. Memusic. Memusic just released on a couple of launchpads. It released on Pulse Finance, Seedpad, it had the Gate.io startup, and I was also talking about Vision. Vision, I bought some notes there as well, and Vision also released Memusic. Now, Memusic, like I said, it just released. The price to get in was 2 cents. It's now steadily sitting at 4 cents. So that's looking pretty good. If you look at the chart right here, it came out, went from 2 cents all the way to almost 6. So it did a 3x, but it's stabilizing right here. And that looks quite interesting if you ask me, because if it's now already stabilizing, it means that, like, the people that wanted to dump, they kind of already dumped, right? And it's now sitting at a $1.6 million market cap, which is, of course, extremely micro cap, especially for something that I think is super innovative. Let me tell you why. Crypto gaming is an obvious play. I talk a lot about crypto gaming. I think 90% of my crypto portfolio exists out of crypto gaming. I did some big investments in projects that are yet to come out, even with Web3 Whales, the project that I run. We invest in new crypto pre-sales, etc. And we invest mostly into crypto gaming because it is simple. Gaming is a huge online market, and crypto is a huge online market. Now that goes hand in hand. Like, it's so easy, it's such an obvious play, but that's not what this video is about, because there are more niches that can do that. And another niche which is, in my opinion, pretty simple and obvious as well, is music, right? People will always listen to music. But if you look at crypto and music, there's not really much out there. I talked about Sonorous before, and Sonorous, in many ways, they are doing the same as Memusic. But then again, we have a Gala, but we also have a Miria, and we also have a whatever, right? Like you can have more than just one. So, in my opinion, music is an obvious play. Will it already play out like this year, or maybe next year, or maybe just in 3 years? Hey, that's what I don't know. All I know, it's pretty easy to predict that music and crypto will go very much together at one day. So therefore, Memusic is interesting because they are doing what, well, almost nobody else is doing. They have a lot of big VCs behind them as well, big brain holdings, X Network Capital, Dutch crypto investors, for the cloud. So that's really good to see. Like I said, they already released on a couple of exchanges, Gate, Maxi, Pancake Swap, so you can get it there, right? So if you feel like, okay, I want some exposure to that, you can just buy this token off of the open market right now. Always take a look at their vesting, right? You want to look how their vesting looks like, because they went some to the public sale. Well, that's 2%. That's not too crazy, right? Liquidity advisor, seed round team, not too much. Mostly into the private round though, and the marketing. But where most is going is to the node mining, and therefore I do think like these nodes are like way more interesting because most of the coins are going there. So if you are one of the first with these nodes, then you're making a good income with this. But most people don't do that. And that's what I like. Like, for example, I also have a Miria node, right? And I earn about 1,400 tokens a day with this. But the price of the tokens that I earn has gone up drastically because of people buying this on the open market anyway, right? And I, as a node holder, don't have to invest anything anymore. Just get a passive income daily and let people that buy on the open market pump the price for me. It's fine. And therefore, like, Memusic has the same structure as Miria tokenomic-wise. And for Miria, it is playing out very well. So therefore, I'm interested in buying a node. Now, let's take a look at the website real quick. Because, again, these are like, it's not there yet, right? Music is not there yet. So is it a slightly more high risk play overall, you know, general music in crypto? Yeah, but like for crypto gaming 3 years ago, it was the same risk. And look at the reward we are already seeing. While it's not even mainstream or has some mass adoption yet, right? Off the grid maybe is going to do that, but other than that, it's not mainstream yet. For music, I feel like it's the same. It's really early, maybe a little too early. But hey, to have some exposure to something that seems logical in an early stage, that only makes sense to me. So, Music for Everyone, we built the first ever blockchain-based music platform to adopt cryptocurrencies and a traditional business model. Right now, again, this is, like I said, pretty comparable to Sonorous because it is basically the Spotify of Web3. And why I like that is crypto is known for its decentralization, right? People like crypto because they're not in for the money, they're in for the tech, right? And it's decentralized. And people feel like they want to have the control in their own hands. Is that the case with music though? If I take my phone, I go to Spotify and I feel like, oh yeah, let's find some new music. Let's go to New Music Friday or whatever. Is that the music that you want to hear? Or is that music that's literally been put in that list by one single person that controls that list? Last one, right? That's how these playlists work. I've been in the music industry myself for a long time. I unfortunately know that it's like absolutely the opposite of decentralized. And nothing wrong with that necessarily, but to have actually people control it themselves is, in my opinion, way better. So that's that's overall kind of what the platform is going to do, and there are a lot of details, and I can follow up on that for sure. But this is what I really like about that. Also, we help artists to generate revenue beyond traditional limitations. Through different products and services, artists can expand their revenue streams while maximizing existing sources. So it's also motivating for the actual artists to step into this. And believe me, there are a lot of artists these days that are in crypto. You hear every Snoop Dogg, like everybody's talking. If they find out about something like this, they'd be like, okay, let's be the first one to get into this and own this, right? And then if the ball starts rolling, I cannot risk missing out on something like that, okay? It's very simple, very simple. It's personalized. Each user's experience with Memusic is customized to fit their needs and interests. No single experience is alike to another. So that's what I really like. And that has something to do with AI as well. It's innovated, well, it's gamified, and it's tokenized. That's what you want in these kind of platforms, right? That's what you need. So it sounds pretty good, actually. They've been around for a long time. They started to build in 2019 already. So it definitely looked like they were waiting for the right moment. They could have went with the bull run of 2021, but it wasn't ready yet. Like, this is not something you can build overnight. And I feel like they have now such a great timing. These guys know what they do, because probably here they could have had the platform ready already, right? Of course, development of the NFT marketplace, stations beta, etc. But I feel like, yeah, the TGE in Q1 of the halving year. How perfect is that, right? And the token release like that, that's what you want to do. So I really love it. This is a little bit on how it's going to look like. It's absolutely fantastic. I don't know, man. I love that something like this exists. So very much like Sonoras, what you basically do is you can buy, if there is a song on this, you can basically buy a piece of that song, and that's actually an NFT. And if the song blows up and it creates revenue, then that revenue is also going to you. That's what we need, and I cannot see how that's not going to be a success. Again, if this project is specifically the project that's going to pull that off, that I don't know. I for sure think so. I'm shooting this video about this project in the first place. But eventually that will work, right? So I absolutely love it. Their business model is super logical as well. It goes back to the creators and the users. And I absolutely love that. So do check out the white paper. It is super interesting. The tokenomics are here as well. But yeah, like I said, you can also check that out on CryptoRank. It's very easy to read. But I definitely want to get myself a node of this project. So there's a link in the description. If you want to get a node, you have to have a code to get in. It's kind of private. So my code is simple, FOMOtion. If you want to get a node, you have to fill in FOMOtion, and then you can actually buy it. So I'm going to buy it. Very simple. If you go down to that link, you have to create an account real quick. Just verify your email and you're in there. Nothing too crazy. And I want to buy me a station node as well. And before we do that, by the way, what good is the station node? So what you get for owning the node is, well, basically this. Station node holders will receive daily token rewards for contributing to the growth of the ecosystem. It's a total of 40%, like we discussed, that goes to the node owner. So, a big part of the supply is going there. Station node holders will earn from the dynamic minting of Memusic's rewards token stream. So they have 2 tokens. Keep that in mind. Also super cool. It's often the case with projects that do very well that they have a governance token as well. And station node holders will also benefit from the taxes collected from the on-chain tax imposed on the stream token. So I like it that there are multiple revenue income streams, which makes a project way more sustainable, of course. Now, NFT rewards, also very cool. Additional rewards like airdrops and exclusive access to events. So do check it out. Like I said at the beginning of the video, nodes are often way more than, just getting tokens. You are really exposed to the project. So I'm going to buy myself a node as well. Haven't done it yet. As you can see, I have 0 notes right here, so I'm gonna buy one. You just buy one or multiple, whatever you want. One note is, again, that's what I like so much, just $500, right? Again, if you look at a the Lysium right now is like more than 2,000, but that's still cheap for a note. Myria 4,000, Gala 4,000. At least the founder notes are like 80,000 or so. But like their notes are usually $4,000 or $5,000. And if you can get a note for like one time $400, then hey, why not? You can, of course, get multiple notes to get multiple coins every day. And now the coin is out, you can already feel like, okay, it's worth this and this much. This is the market cap. Where can it go to? So, hey, there's a lot of room to grow, in my opinion. I got myself this referral code. I hope that it works. Let me see. Purchase one note. Have to sign it with your MetaMask, of course. $500, correct. I approve that. Let's confirm that. Let's wait a little bit and see if it actually works. Yeah, I got myself one note right now. So super interesting. Just 1,000 notes sold right now. Like that seems like a lot, but it's actually like not that much. If you look at Myria, for example, like I said, I don't even see how many notes are sold, but at the moment there are more than 8,000 online, right? So there's way more sold than that. But yeah, again, I said 4,000, it's even 6,000 right now. And I know officially this isn't a node, right? Because you do not have to run any software. Like a Myria node, I actually run my software right here. And keep my and I actually have to, you know, I don't know how that works, but my computer is putting some power, some Majin Buu kind of power transferring shit to that node. With this, it's more like an NFT basically. You pay for it, you got it right here, and the tokens will come here as well. Now I can see my assets, and if anything, I can control F5. Has to load for a small while before it sees that I have the node, I think. But if you go here to station nodes, you can see your node popping up right here. So I'm on the wrong network, makes sense. So I'm very curious to see what this is going to do. And if it doesn't work out, hey, I invested $500, right? How bad can it go? But if you have like $700 in crypto, would I recommend buying a node for 500? No. But if you have a couple of $1,000 liquid and you feel like, hey, let's make a investment for, you know, a passive income into something that I feel like might have a future, yeah, then it's a good idea for sure. By the way, my assets, you can only see your recordings, right? But that has nothing to do with the node. So your nodes, you can just find it right here. Node holding rewards on account, 0, because I just bought it. You get them every day. So if I refresh it tomorrow, I will see my node rewards for the first day. I like it. I don't know what you think about this. Let me know in the comments. Is music indeed going to be pretty successful together with crypto, just like gaming is, you know, about to do? It's not really like there yet, in my opinion. Or do you think like, nah, music is never gonna work out? Like I said, music, games, film, it's all part of a big industry in Web 2, so it only makes sense to have it in Web 3 as well. Let me know what you think. In the meantime, like, again, man, if you like the video, just like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn that bell notification on. If you have any questions about this, you can go to their community, of course. You can always ask me, and I can check if I can answer it for you. I'm here. It's a pleasure to help. It's a pleasure to ride this coming bull market together. It's going to be fun as beep. All right, see you guys.